everybody, it's Caroline here at the Kindergarten Disco. I have an awesome relaxation game that you can play with your kids in your class, your kids at home. You can even play this virtually with your students. So it's called Thunderstorm. It's super easy. You don't need a thing except your hands to be able to do some movement and some percussion with your hands. So Thunderstorm has three pieces to it. The first one is thunder, which I like to have my students make fists, so it's not a slapping, but fists. And so thunder, and they can pound on the ground too, but if you're somewhere where you need to kind of keep the volume down, or you think that's just going to be like too much, I have them do thunder on their thighs. So I'm sitting with my heels underneath me, but if your students want to be crisscross, that's fine. I usually give my students a few different sitting style choices. So thunder is this first one. So the whole point of Thunderstorm is to help kids work the tension out of their body to get rid of excess energy. So this is a great like post recess, you just had like maybe some time where they were really focused doing, literacy or math or something like that. And you're like, wow, we need to get our wiggles out. So the Thunderstorm is a great game to do, and it's really just you as the teacher kind of calling out some different directions and the kids following. So I like to show the kids the three different weathers first, and then kind of go through the game. So the thunder, again, fists, and you can practice this on yourself. It kind of feels good. You can have them start on their thighs. Maybe they kind of gently do it on their arms. So before we would do this activity, I would probably show the kids them on me so they understand and see. And I would definitely say, what do you notice about what I did? Because what I don't want is kids like hitting themselves and hurting themselves and kind of being silly and possibly getting, really out of control with this activity. So I would show them on me first and say, what do you notice when I'm doing thunder? What do you notice about what I'm doing? And you might have a kid that says, oh, I noticed you were doing that, nice and gently, and you didn't hurt your body. So that's kind of where you want to lead them, is that we're not trying to hurt ourselves. We're just trying to get a little tension out of our muscles so we can relax. And we're trying to get out our wiggles. So that's thunder. Rain is fingertips, so you can have them practice wiggling their fingers fast, slow, right? This is a lot of following directions. This takes focus for kids to be watching you and listening to the directions you're giving. This is a great game to play if you're reading a book about weather or rain or something like that. And then I have them practice doing, you can't really quite see down below me, but I have them practice doing the rain lightly on their body. And even they could even do this with a mask on. They can do it up here, up on top of the head. Maybe the rain goes a little faster. So you can play with speed and you can play with pressure. So that's raindrops or rain. And then the next one is lightning. And lightning is hands together and rubbing the hands. So lightning, and you may have already talked about with your class, maybe you've done a weather unit or you want to integrate this as a movement piece into your weather unit. You talk about the heat that's created in lightning, right? It's hot. There's heat being created. So you're feeling the heat between your hands. And you could even have them kind of, rub a little lightning on their shoulder, a little lightning on their belly, a little lightning on your lower back. So really when you're playing the game Thunderstorm, you're really just calling out some directions for the kids to try. So it's definitely a listening game. Talking about speed, talking about pressure, like how hard you're doing things. So you could say a light rain or a light thunder or heavy, fast rain. So it's got a great opportunity for adjectives, right? For descriptive words to add in there. So this could even accompany a writing activity or a story. So I love this game. My students loved this. We had a ball. We pretty much did this at least any time it rained or there was thunder and lightning, which here in Oklahoma is a lot. So Thunderstorm, try it with your kids today. It is fun and it's a great way to get them ready to relax. So a follow-up of this activity, since it can be really invigorating, would be maybe a guided relaxation story like I've talked about in some of my Instagram videos. So you can click on those to kind of learn, okay, once we've gotten them up and silly and crazy maybe with this activity, what's the thing that's going to take them down, right? Because we don't want to hype up our class and then send them all out hyper and crazy, but we think about maybe taking them down, and a guided relaxation is a great way to do that. Okay, thanks friends. Enjoy that game.